Well, as French schools then look set to restart, the picture very different in other countries. Let's cross to Rome, talk to our correspondent there, Seema Gupta. Seema, no sign of schools opening there yet.
Indeed. I mean, you had the Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, outlining what this phase two of living with the virus is going to be. And during that press conference, he made it very clear that schools will only be reopened in September. And he gave the reasons that he felt that if the schools were open on May 4th, which is when there's going to be a lifting of that lockdown measures somewhat, a slow and gradual lifting, he said that that could result in a spike in infections yet again within 2 weeks. And so there was a feeling that it was wrong to open the schools right now. On top of that, Italy has one of the oldest teachers in the world. Some 59% of the teaching staff is over the age of 50. And so he said it was necessary to protect the teachers as well, as they are the most vulnerable. That is the older population. On top of that, here in Italy, school holidays are set to start sometime in the first week of June. So if you were to open the schools in the beginning of May, it really is just for another 4 to 5 weeks before they close for the summer holidays. And so it's also necessary to prepare the schools for any kind of reopening. And that's really not very much time in order to do that, and just for 4 to 5 weeks. So generally, overall, the decision was made to reopen only in September.
So, Seema, what about parents and, of course, the business community? I mean, are they happy with this long delay?
Well, I've been speaking to some parents about this decision. Some said to me, well, they're a bit concerned about security and health situations, so they agree with this safer approach of pushing it to September to ensure that the situation on the ground in the schools is safer for the children as well as the teachers. Others say, look, socialization is very important for children, particularly younger children, and they want to see some kind of schooling restart. There's also the concern about the online schooling that's being used right now. There is a digital divide, if you like, here in Italy, with some 24% of Italian families not having any access to the internet. And some don't even have access to the hardware, to the laptops or computers or tablets that may be necessary in order to carry out such schooling. So is it really fair to continue in this digital way? Businesses are set to restart, especially retail, on the 18th of May, although manufacturing and construction work is supposed to be allowed from the 4th of May. And so what happens there in terms of a childcare situation? Because with parents going to work, who's going to be left to look after the children? Here in Italy, many turn to grandparents, but that is no longer encouraged. And on top of that, the government has provided for a babysitting bonus or help in terms of money to get childcare, but not everyone has access to that either. So there are some concerns as far as workers are concerned as to what's going to happen with the children being at home all the way till September.
Seema, thanks very much. Seema Gupta, our correspondent, talking to us there from Rome.